to Beware of Spoilers. I am Adam. So, first things first, that's out of the way. Pursuant to FTC regulation, I do have to say that this review is based on a copy of the Harley Quinn Valentine's Day special. I think it's Harley Quinn, a very problematic Valentine's Day special, I think is the full name. This is provided to me by Warner Brothers for free in advance of its release to do a review of it. So I have to say that before I, talk about it. Which is, I didn't know that was a thing until very recently, where like if someone, if you are given a review copy in advance, you have to put that stipulation. I didn't know that. You learn something new every day. I learned it a few months ago, but still, either way. The Harley Quinn Valentine's Day special is actually pretty funny. It's really good. I really liked it. Because the thing is, if you've listened to this show, you know I've been a fan of the Harley Quinn show for a while. When I got COVID in 2021, I sat through a marathon the first two seasons. And then when I got COVID the second time in 2022, when the third season came out, I watched the third season. Whatever had come out at that point. So, thankfully, I don't have COVID this time. So we're breaking that trend, which is nice, because I don't want to get COVID again. But what we have going on is the general concept of the Valentine's Day special is that it is after the events of the last season. Harley and Ivy are still together, but it is now Valentine's Day. Ivy doesn't like Valentine's Day. Harley does like Valentine's Day, and Harley wants to throw her a big Valentine's Day celebration. But Ivy is hesitant, and Harley is obsessed with making sure that Ivy has the best Valentine's Day ever, and hijinks ensue as a result. Meanwhile, you have subplots where Clayface meets a guy on a dating app, and he may or may not get catfished. The subplot with Bane being lonely, which is hilarious because of how well that ties back into the main plot. No King Shark in this episode, or very minimal King Shark in the episode, which is a little disappointing, but considering there's a lot of Bane, I'm willing to forego the King Shark, because Bane is always a funny character whenever they use him, and they use him in mundane situations. I just love that they do the what's it called, the Bane from the Dark Knight Rises voice for everything. And there's a great Dark Knight Rises joke that he makes, and I laughed out loud when they made the joke. It's great. There are these little interstitials they put throughout the entire thing, where it's like the meeting stories of all these various other DC couples. So it's like they'll do one where it's like Superman and Lois. There's one where they'll do like Aquaman and Mera. There's like Hawkman and Hawkgirl, which is pretty funny because it's Quinta Brunson from who's the other guy? The love interest on Abbott Elementary, which is a great show if you haven't watched it. It's them playing Hawkman and Hawkgirl. It's pretty entertaining as well. And then there are a few others I'm not going to spoil, but they are really funny. And there's another one that comes very late in the show that they do one of my favorite jokes they do multiple times in the main show with this character, and it always makes me laugh every time they do. And this is another great one. It's just a great experience all around, and I think they do a great job with playing with what we know. I'm not going to spoil anything, only because the show is not out yet. I know this is called Beware of Spoilers, but I'm not here to ruin the viewing experience for anyone before they see something. But I'm not going to, say any major plot points or what happens or anything like that, because I didn't expect anything that happened here to happen here. And I think that added to the experience in a way. And also, like, you know, and there's another game that I'm dying to talk about that we're not going to do today. We're going to do it in something else. But last night I was playing this game that had a demo. That's called Steam Next Fest, and oh my god, this is, you know, I'm gonna do a Steam Next Fest episode, probably next week. But oh my god, this game is beautiful, and we're gonna talk about it. It's definitely my favorite game that I've tried so far at Next Fest. I tried it last night. But anyway, with Harley Quinn, like, I still love the relationship with Harley Quinn and Ivy. It feels like the healthiest kind of, you know, it feels like a very healthy relationship considering you have two supervillains at the core of it. And I think that is, you know, that's kind of interesting. Like, there's some great other DC character cameos like you would expect from this show. And they do a great job with all of that. And they make it all feel, you know, like it feels like a big celebration of, you know, it's a Valentine's Day special. It's a Harley Quinn episode, but it feels like it's, you know, it's an adult version of doing like Justice League. There are a few characters that I was like thinking about it now that I'm like, it's a little weird that they weren't there. Besides King Shark, also like I was surprised that, I mean, Joker didn't die in the last season. I don't think, like, there's only a passing reference to Joker in this, and that felt a little off too. But whatever. I'm not saying you need to have Joker to have it work or anything like that. It's just considering how well, that character has worked with Alan Tudyk as the voice. Maybe it just couldn't get him back on short notice for this. But I think back to that episode where it's like the sitcom, the family sitcom with Joker as a dad. Like, I just think back to that and I'm like, oh shit, like, you know, that's a great, you know, character. And it's like, I would have liked to see one of the interstitials be him and his wife. I forgot her name. Like, because even that's like an interesting way to take the character. I think they could have done that, but oh well. I mean, it's not a missed opportunity per se. It's kind of just an odd. It's just kind of something that's like thinking about it after the fact. I'm like, oh yeah, like when you're watching it, it doesn't dawn on you because everything is so well executed, and then it's like, well, like I guess they were going with characters that like they thought they could have fun with in this, and it's like to an extent they have already exposited a lot of Joker. And I forgot her character's name, the girlfriend / wife. But it is still kind of you know, kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, without spoiling the major plot details, is where I'm kind of getting into a little bit of a murky area. Like, the third act is just so outlandishly crazy, and I love the role that a certain major DC villain plays in a lot of this. Not as a villain, but kind of like as you know, the facilitator to get to the third act being what it is. And what they do with this character is so funny, because of how he is in you know, historically and in TV and the comics and all of that. Like, how it all gets handled is so well executed that I think it's an interesting, you know, it is definitely a great use of that character. I feel like I'm rambling a little bit, but that could be because I'm trying to dance around plot details without spoiling it, because like I did not know that character was going to be in it, let alone playing the role he does. And it is a great use of that. I don't think he was in the other season. Maybe he was. I should really go back and watch season 3 again. But I don't think he was in that season. But yeah, it's all great. Definitely when it comes out tomorrow on HBOMax, check out Harley Quinn, A Very Problematic Valentine's Day, or A Very Problematic Valentine's Day Special. I don't remember the exact name of it. I probably should have written it down. But, yeah, that would have been the smart thing to do. But definitely check it out. It's available tonight at midnight on, what was it for the rest of the week, tomorrow, we have The Bad Batch. They put up 2 episodes. It seems like it's going to be a 2-parter about a conspiracy of some kind. I have downloaded them to my phone. We're going to watch them tonight. Friday, I think on the calendar is the end of National Treasure, which is not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. And I'm way more engrossed in it than I thought I was going to. But yeah, that is also coming out. That came out today. We're going to do what was the other one? And then tonight is the premiere of season 9 of The Flash. I'm going to do my best to not be spoiled because I don't get to watch it until Thursday because I watch it on CW Seed or the CW app, which means that we won't talk about it until Friday. And also on Friday, I think we also have a special. We have I think we're doing Magic Mike what's it called? Magic Mike's Last Dance, the new Magic Mike movie. I think we're going to do that on Friday. Or Saturday. I'm not 100% certain which yet. Probably not Saturday. I think probably not Friday. I think I'm recording something on Friday. Yes, because me and Josie are recording the next 2 episodes of Beware of Spoilers. Of 30-minute reviews and the other one, Exploring Hyperspace Lanes. We're recording those on Friday. So because of that, we're not going to do Magic Mike on Friday. We're probably going to do it on Saturday. And then Sunday is Super Bowl Sunday. I think my schedule is clear. What else have we got coming up? We have Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania next Thursday. So strap in for Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. I will be going on release night. I'm going to see it in IMAX. Because my option was see it in 3D or see it in IMAX. And I figure seeing it in 3D is I've not tried out the new IMAX theater at my theater yet. The new IMAX screen. So as a result, I was like, let me try the IMAX experience out, see how that plays, and then maybe when I see it a second time, if I see it and I think it warrants a 3D viewing experience, I will go and watch it in 3D. Probably not this weekend, only because I am. I think that weekend I am a little swamped because I think that's the same weekend that they're doing the what's it called? What was that thing that they do? The showcase of the Best Picture nominees for Best Live Action and Best Animated Shorts. That's that is that same weekend. So we're gonna end up covering that, and we're gonna end up missing out on. I think we'll do it like maybe Wednesday of that week. I would see Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. But I still have to see, there's a lot. There's Marlo, there's Emma. No, not Emma. Was it Emma? Emily. Emma's the actress. Emily, the Emily Bronte movie. Which is, the trailer looks kind of interesting. But definitely Marlo, I'm definitely going to go see. I'm a big fan. I like this resurgence we're getting of the noir film. I'm loving that too. So all of that's coming in the next few weeks. If you're listening to Exploring Hyperspace Lanes, we are doing Empire Strikes Back this week, or next week. Today, the episode went up for Battlefront and Battlefront 2, wherever you get your podcasts. And tomorrow, also, we're going to be doing a special episode of 30-minute reviews. I almost forgot. The episode about tonight's Nintendo Direct will be going up with my thoughts and reactions. That'll be tomorrow, only because the Nintendo Direct is at 5 o'clock Eastern Time, so I'm not going to record that until tomorrow after work, because I got shit to do. So look forward to that on Thursday over on 30-minute reviews. But until our next episode, have a great rest of your week.